Welcome to our new tutorial on how to create Nifty PM tasks from Noisy application automatically. So guys, Nifty is a project management tool and Noisy is a communication and collaboration platform. So by integrating these two applications, you can streamline your task management, and this automation is going to create tasks in Nifty PM automatically whenever you send a message to your team on Noisy. So this will save your manual efforts and time and streamline your task management. And you can set up this automation without any coding. So stay with me till the end of this video and learn this automation. Let's begin. So this is Noisy application and I'm in a channel here named as general. Okay, so I want that whenever I send a message here, a task will be created in Nifty project management application here. Okay, so in this Noisy application, you have to send a message in a specific predefined format. Okay, and you have to send the messages in those formats only if you want to create task out of those messages. Okay, why? Because we are going to use the data of that message format inside our automation workflow. So here is the format you can see. This is kind of a message you have to send. The task's name, the description of the task, and in the third line, the name of the project that you have in Nifty PM. Okay. And to set up the whole automation, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration tool. And from here, from this page, you can sign up and get free automation tasks every month to test your automations. Okay. So I'm going to paste this link in the description. From here, you can sign up for free. After that, sign in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here. From here, click on this create workflow button. After that, you have to give a suitable name to this workflow. Then click on create button and your workflow page will load up like this. Let me just show you like this, and on the workflow page you will find the basic building blocks of the workflow, which are the trigger and the action. Okay, so our automations work on these two things only. Trigger is going to trigger or start the workflow, and the action would be an automated consequence or the response of the trigger. Okay, so by connecting applications here in the trigger and in the actions, you can create a workflow. So here guys, in our use case, we are sending a message in Noisy and that is going to trigger the workflow. So in the first trigger step, we are going to connect with Noisy. Okay, so let me show you the workflow that I have created for this purpose. This is the workflow you can see, and in the trigger I have selected Noisy. In the trigger event, I have selected webhook configuration, and with the help of this webhook URL, we have created a connection with Noisy by following these instructions written here. All right, and after following the instructions, we have captured a test response. This means we have sent a test message inside Noisy's channel, and the details of the message will be received here like this in the response section. Okay, so let me show you how we can create this connection. You have to go to Noisy. From here, you will find on the left hand side panel, when you click on the icon of Noisy, you will find the integrations option right here. You have to open the integrations page. Here you will find the outgoing webhooks option. From here, click on install, then click on add outgoing webhooks. Here, when you scroll down, it will ask to select your channel in which you're sending the message. So I have selected all channels. You can select any specific channel as well, like this general. Okay. Then here you have to provide a trigger word here. Trigger word means we are receiving many messages in a channel from many people. Okay, but we want that whenever a specific message arrives, then only the workflow should trigger and create our task in Nifty PM. So for that, we should have a specific trigger word so that this automation or this webhook connection will know that it is time to trigger the workflow. So I have used a word here, which is this. Let me show you in the channel. My trigger word was new task. Here you can see in every message I have written new task. So new task is my trigger word for creating the tasks in NiftyPM. You can fill the trigger word here, and in the URLs field you have to paste this webhook URL that you have got here in your workflow. Just paste it here in this field. Alright, then you have to provide a customized unique name to this webhook connection. You can choose any name according to you, then click on save integration and your integration will be saved here. Alright, and after that, when you copy the URL here, it will start showing waiting for the webhook response. Let me show you here in this new workflow. So I've selected Noysi, trigger event. Alright, and here guys, when you copy the URL, it will start showing like this, waiting for the response. Okay, so when you send a message here in this channel, in this general channel, like this with the trigger word included, the workflow will capture the data of the message like this. You can see the data has been received here. The trigger word label has the trigger word. The text label has the whole text of the message. You can see here new task, automate workflow, integrate Noysi in workflow. Okay, new task, automate workflow, integrate Noysi in workflow, and the project name is Pabbly project. But here in between words we have received these plus signs. Okay, so we are going to remove these plus signs because when I'm going to create a task in Nifty, we have to provide a task name and a task description. So we need to remove the plus signs so that the task name and description look pretty much natural. Okay, no one writes the text like this between the adding plus signs in between the words, so it is not correct here. The syntax is not correct. So for removing these plus signs, we are using text formatter by Pabbly, which is a feature of Pabbly Connect, and here I have used replace text action event. All right, after that click on connect and these fields will appear: text, find, replace. So guys, here I have mapped this label, the text label, in this field. To map it, you just have to click here and the previous tab will appear here in the drop down, and from here you just can click on this text label and it will be mapped like this. And here I want to find this plus signs and replace it with blank. Okay, with nothing. So I have entered plus sign here in the find field, then in the replace field I have put blank here using this blank tag, and after that clicked on save and send test request button, and this was the response I have received. You can see the plus signs are removed completely. And guys, here you can see in the message we have the task and the description and the project's names, but we have to fill all these things differently in different fields here in these three fields in NiftyPM step. Okay, so we need to create three labels out of this message, and after that only we can map the three labels differently for the task name, for the task description, and for the project's name. Now guys, to separate all these things, I have used text formatter again in another action step. How you can add these action steps? Just by clicking on this plus icon, the action steps will open up like this, you can see. Okay, and here you can just search for text formatter and connect it like this. Now guys, in the second text formatter, I have used split text option action event. Okay, split text. With the help of this, we can split the string of text into different fragments. Okay, so here guys, it will ask which text you want to split. So here you can map this label, this result label of the previous text formatter like this. Then it will ask for the separator from where you want to split the text. So guys, I have splitted the text here from this colon sign. Okay, we have two colon signs here. So when you put colon sign as a separator and select the segment index as all option, the message will be segmented like this. You can see we got three different labels here: result 0, result 1, result 2. Okay, and in the result 0 we got new task, which we can use as the task name. We got this the thing between the colon, you can see automate workflow, integrate Noysi in workflow, and here we have received the project name as well. So we can use this as the description, and here we got the third label in which we got the project's name. Okay, but here guys, I want to remove this project name also from this description. Our description is complete here till this till this full stop, and this is the extra thing we have received. To remove this, I have applied text formatter again, and now the action event I have used, you can see I have many action events in this feature. This is a very useful feature of Pabbly Connect. So here I have used text formatter, text parser, and with the help of text parser, you can parse or fetch some text out of a sentence, okay, using these fields, the text match after and before field. So in the text label, map the result from the previous step. Here is the result one label in which we have to remove the project name. So you just have to click here to map it. Then in the text match after, I have put space tag, because here you can see automate workflow, integrate Noysi workflow. Here you can see this space, okay, before integrate Noysi in workflow, and after it, here is a full stop. So I just want to fetch this description. Okay, for that I have put a space here and space tag in text match after. In text match before field, I have put this full stop, and then clicked on save and send test request, and here you can see the result label. We got this. Okay, so it has fetched this whole thing from after this space from the starting and before this full stop. Okay, not this space, it has separated from this space starting the starting space. Okay, now we can use these labels to create a task. And here guys, I have used lookup table as well. Why I have used this? Because you can see when you create NiftyPM task, it will ask for the name of the task, the description of the task, the project ID. Okay, so guys, to find this project ID, what I have done here, I am receiving the project's name here. Okay, in every message you can put the project's name, and I want to set up this automation for all the projects, not for a single project. So I want that the project's name should be selected dynamically or dynamically with the workflow execution. Okay, here you can see in this step in where we are creating the task in Nifty, it is asking to select the project. So initially the map button will be off. Okay, the map button will be off, and here it will show you the list of the projects that you have. Here you can see it is showing 2 projects. In Nifty you can see we have 2 projects, the demo project and the Pabbly project. Okay, so here guys, I do not want to manually select the project, because if you manually select the project, this workflow should run for only one project. But if you want that it should run for all the projects, you have to toggle this map button to on, so that we can map the ID of the project from the previous steps, from the incoming data from Noysi. Okay, Noysi's message. But in Noysi's message, we are receiving the project name, not the project ID. Okay, we are receiving the project's name. Now I am going to create the corresponding project's ID using lookup table. Okay, that's why we have infused lookup table here in this action step. With the help of lookup table module, you can create labels and or a table you can see in which you have a few labels and you have some corresponding values related to the labels. And in that table you can look or you can search for a particular value, and in the result it will provide you the corresponding value of that label, and you can pass that value in the next step. Okay, it might sound a bit tricky, but it is really simple. You just have to select lookup table, select the action event as lookup table, then here it will ask for the lookup key. In the lookup key field, you have to map the result label of the third text formatter step. Here you can see in the third text formatter where we have splitted this text we have received 3 labels, and in the third label, in the result 2 label, we have received the name of the project. And here I want to search for this name in the table that I have created here in the lookup table module. So when you select lookup table, these fields will appear. Let me show you here in this blank workflow. When you search for lookup table, the action event lookup table, and click on connect, here's how the fields will appear. Okay, it will ask for the lookup key, fallback value. Value means if you put here something which is not matching in any way with any value in the table, it will give a result value which is a default value. Okay, so here you have to put that value here in the fallback value. This means when nothing is found, give this value in the result. This is what fallback value means. Okay, so here guys, in this step you can see I have put the label here, and in this label field I have put the name of the projects that I have. You can see the name of my project is demo project, Pabbly project. Okay, so let me show you in the blank workflow. You just have to put the name like this, demo project. Okay, this is the first label I have created. By clicking on this plus icon, you can add another label, and here let me type Pabbly project. And you can notice I'm not providing any space between the names. Okay, this is because I have received the data just like this only from the Noysi message. You can see here in the Noysi message there is no space in between. So I want to create the labels as it is, because this is what we want to search here in the lookup table. Okay, so here you can create the labels, and here it is asking for the corresponding value, okay, that you want to pass on. So to find the value, I just opened my NiftyPM application, and here when you open any project as this, in the top search bar you will find this ID. You can see before this slash task and PM slash, this is a string of numbers and numbers and alphabets. This is a project ID. So you just have to copy it like this and paste it here in front of the corresponding project's name. Okay, right? Similarly, you can do it for demo project. Copy the ID, paste it here. Alright. After that, in the lookup key, when you are going to map the project's name from the third step like this, okay, let me show you. After that, click on save and send test request button, and in the result, you will find the searched key. This was the searched key, and the corresponding ID of that project is here in the result value. Now we can map this value here, all the values here in this NiftyPM create task action step. Okay, select NiftyPM, create the connection. Let me show you how you can create the connection with NiftyPM. So you just have to search for NiftyPM here. Okay, then select the action event as create task, click on connect button. From here select add new connection, then click on connect with NiftyPM. So if you are not logged in, it will bring you to the login window. If you are logged in, it will ask to provide the access to your NiftyPM account, and here you can select your workspace, and these accesses will be granted, the files, the tasks, the milestones, and all these things. From here you have to click on allow, and you will be connected with NiftyPM. Okay, here's how you will be connected, and these fields will appear, the blank fields, the task name, description, project ID, and all these things. Here you can map the data like this. You just have to click here. Let me show you how to map it, and you can find the details here in the text formatters. From the third text formatter, you will find the result 0 label. Here you will find the task name, For the description, you can map it from the third text formatter, not from the third, from the fourth text formatter. And here you will find the project ID field. You just have to toggle this map button to on, and from the lookup table step, map this result value in which you can see the ID. Okay. Then it will ask for the task group ID. Then it will ask to select the task group ID. So we have a task group here named as to do. So you can select the task groups from here. Okay. Then if you have a due date, you can map it here. And if you have a signee, you can map it here. Right now, we do not have any details regarding this. So you can leave these things blank. After that, you can click on save and send test request button, and a task will be created here inside this task group. So let me just remove the previous tasks and let's see if it works. Here I'm clicking on save and send test request button, and here you can see the message successfully created. Let's see in the project if we got a new task, and here you can see we got a new task added here named as new task only. And when I'm going to open it, you can see the description: automate workflow, integrate Noysi in workflow. This is the description. This was the same description as we had in the message here. So this is how it is going to work, guys. Now let me give you a quick recap here to get you the understanding of this workflow. Here you can see, guys, first of all, I connected with Noysi in the trigger. Then I have used text formatter to remove the plus signs from the message. Then I have applied text formatter again to split this text into various fragments according to our need, like the title of the task, the description, and the project's name. Then I have used text formatter again to split it furthermore to parse out the description. Okay, so here we got the description. Then I have used lookup table module to create a table in which we can search for the project's ID and pass the corresponding values of the project IDs. So here we got the result label in which we got the project ID. Finally, I connected with NiftyPM to create a task and map the details. Guys, I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description as well. You can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, if you want to connect with our support team, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask and discuss your queries on our forum via this link, and you can check the pricing plans of Pabbly Connect via pabbly.com/connect #pricing. And guys, if you like our videos, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.